And welcome into Talk of the Town here on CW57. My name is Rich Reynolds, and my first time hosting this show, and I'm very excited about that. And my very first guest is actually in an industry that I used to be a part of, as we bring in Travis Seibert from Madison Mobile DJ Service. I say that it's had to have changed immensely. It was about 20 years ago. I was in college. I was DJing parties and weddings and doing that kind of a thing. The DJ service has kind of changed over the years, though, hasn't it?
It hasn't changed as much as you might think in some ways, but in other ways it's changed a lot. With what we're offering, the brides are more demanding now. They want more, items. They want uplighting. They want photo booths. They want, a great DJ. They want their day to be incredible, and that's what we provide.
Yeah, and more than like DJ stuff too. Like when I was doing it, DJ to me, there were CDs that you played. They weren't even really worried about beat matching or doing stuff like that. It was just basically play the songs that they wanted to play. Now for you, it's more than just DJ service that you provide. What other services do you have?
Weddings are the bulk of what we do. Okay, we like to take care of bride and grooms. But in doing that, we service Wisconsin, we service Illinois, Minnesota, Iowa. We have a partnership with Nedrobos Formalware, Savvy Formalware, Modding Wedding Solutions. So we cover a large area. One of the things that I do is I'll go meet with couples, and somebody say, well, why would you drive 3 hours to meet with a couple? And I would say, because my competition won't. Because again, if there's a bride and a groom out there that need our services, I want to make sure that it's available for them.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so, you also offer like a photo booth service. Yeah. What is a photo booth service? To me, it just means, if someone's got a photo booth, it's a photographer with a background. It's more than that, isn't it?
No, the photo booths now are highly advanced. We have one that's less than a year old. It's awesome. It's an open booth, and the bride and groom or their friends or whatever can put their email address information in, and it'll send them their picture automatically via email. The pictures kick out. They can be all customized on the strips. We put them in a scrapbook, and then they get that as a keepsake at the end of the night. What makes our photo booth a little bit different than everybody else's is that we bring 400 props. So the guests can go through multiple times. They can dress up however they want. WWE championship belts. They want to put on a Packers jersey. They want to put on a cheese head, a badger head, foam fingers, whatever. They go nuts. And they love it. They go through it multiple times, and it gives a great second entertainment option at their event.
Yeah, I've also been on the other end as well, managing like restaurants and banquet rooms and stuff like that where they've had weddings. I've seen all kinds of weddings. I've seen one where they actually brought in a petting zoo. That was part of it, and it was like, hay everywhere. So you see some fantastic things. To me, it's always been kind of fun to be a part of something like that. What actually got you involved in doing weddings and doing DJ? Is it fun for you?
Oh, it's fun for me. I've always had this in my genetics, I guess. This is what I've always wanted to do. I went to broadcast school a long time ago. It's funny, in broadcast school they always said, you have a face for radio. And here I am,
I got that all the time. Right. Look at me now.
Right. And so I went on and had a very successful career in radio, but I left it because I'd done the DJing thing the whole time. It's what I've always done, and it took a long time for me to finally realize that in my life that this is what I was meant to do. And so, I decided that I wanted to start helping people and helping more people as far as bride and grooms. And so it was a natural transition. I've done almost close to 1,000 weddings.
Oh, wow.
So this is what I was put here for.
Very experienced, all over the area, stuff like that. Is there, some unusual request or something that you cannot handle or will not handle or try to tackle?
No, we try to accommodate everybody. Again, most, weddings are pretty standard as far as, what they want. You have a cocktail hour, dinner music, toast, speeches. We do ceremonies. We help couples with ceremonies. We have packages that give them, everything that they need. You have your standard, grand entrances. You have your first dance. One of the things we do is really cool is we do a teddy bear toss, which gets the kids involved at the event. We do the generations dance, which gets the older crowd involved. We want to do whatever your expectations are, or whatever you think is going to make your event great. And that's one of the things that we do that's really nice is we listen to what your expectations are, and then we follow through with those.
Yeah, which is sometimes very hard to do. We've all seen Bridezillas. I'm sure it's not like that. It's always nice. I always thought that at the end of the night, when the wife is happy, the new bride-to-be, and her mom is happy, everything's pretty good then,
It's
right?
not that hard to do that. Yeah. They have expectations. As long as we follow those expectations and do everything in our power to exceed those, we're going to be all right.
Fun industry. It seems like you're doing very well. Mm-hmm. Congratulations on that. Hopefully you stay busy and continued success.
We have, and if I have a second here real quick, one of the things that I'm proud of is that we offer a 10% discount for police officers, EMTs, firefighters, military, teachers, students, and nurses. And ironically, in the last couple of days, I met with 4 couples, and all 4 of the brides were nurses. And so it's really nice to be able to help the people that are helping all of us every day.
And he gives back. Travis Seibert, Madison Mobile DJ Service. Check him out. We got more Talk of the Town coming up. Welcome back to Talk of the Town. I'm Rich Reynolds, sitting alongside Mark Severson from the Zor Shrine Circus. And Mark, before we get into the questions, and I got them all on my card and all of that are all lined up, I've always wondered about the hats. What are the hats called, and what's the significance of the hats?
Oh, my fez?
Your fez, right?
Okay.
Yep.
Fez is the international symbol, if you will, of a Shriner.
Okay.
This is part of our uniform, if you will, and it's probably the most recognized part of a Shriner's uniform, and it just indicates that we're a member of the fraternity. It actually goes way back into the 1870s. Fezzes, of course, are popular in the Middle East and stuff like that, and that's kind of where our fraternity was set up, was made from a party that a couple of guys went to. And they came back to New York and had a Middle Eastern themed party, and the fezzes and the flowing robes and stuff, that the other equipment that we use when we're out and about is all part of the thing.
Excellent. And another thing, I think when people think about the circus, they know the jingle as well. Come to the circus. Is that you? Is that you singing that? No. Okay. All right. Thought I had the man in the chair right there.
Well, no. We do it at when we have our meetings and stuff like that to get everybody excited about the circus. The general chairman, John Thorstad, and I usually get up in front and lead the song. Everybody knows it. So.
Yeah, absolutely. It runs all the time. So who's going to be attending the circus? Who comes to the circus?
Well, families, kids, and families of all ages from 1 to 100. The show is set up for to cover all those age bases, from the little kids to the older adults. There's things for everybody to see. The acts, the pony act that will be coming this year is great for the littler ones. We have a new Arabian drill team horses that will be coming. That's more for the adults and stuff, but the kids still like the horses. The acrobats, the jugglers, once again, fit in all of the age groups for the market that we're shooting for. So
I hope the jugglers are better than me. I could juggle like 3 oranges at a time. That's probably something better than that, right?
Well, you better than I am. I can only do 2, and I drop 1.
All right, there you go. So what's unique about the circus this year?
Unique this year? Well, like I said, we have some newer acts coming in that we haven't had for a while. We have a new high wire team coming, and then there's the new trapeze troupe that do some spectacular things. I've seen pictures. I haven't seen the whole show just yet, but they both look like they're really good. And like I say, it's a pretty standard show, but it's got all of the elements that everybody likes to see. So
excellent. And what are some of the promotions that are a part of the circus?
Well, our big promotion that we do during the circus is when you buy a program, we give away bicycles. We've got 18 bicycles that will be given away over the shows, so the young person or whoever buys the program has a chance to win 3 bicycles at each show, in addition to a coupon for pizzas and a family 4-pack up at Circus World. So you can go from an inside circus and go to Circus World and see the whole thing about the circus from the beginning.
Kind of a natural marriage to be associated with them up there, right?
It's a nice mix, yes. It goes along well. So
absolutely. So now tickets, as far as finding tickets, I know you can get them at the Coliseum. Anywhere else in town?
Tickets, you can get them at the Coliseum, PDQ stores. You can get them at the circus office out on Seabold Road. If you have a Noble Shriner in your neighborhood, he's got tickets. You can get them online, and you guys have the website for that, scrolling there somewhere, right now, I'm sure, yeah. Because right now I can't remember what it is.
That's all right. Google Zorshrine Circus. I'm sure
There you go.
find it that way too. So, yeah, great. Okay, I'm sure a lot of people are going to be going. It's always a great time. I know we got our tickets, and my parents and kids were all going to be going. So we look forward to it every year. So pleasure to have you on, Mark.
Great.
Severson.
Thank you again. Thank you again.
Joining us on Talk of the Town. We're going to have more. So stay tuned. And we're back on Talk of the Town. Welcome back on in. We are talking now about the medical career field and something that seems to be booming all over the place. And basically, what a medical assistant is and what growth opportunities are there. I'm joined now by Deanna Rigo, who is here from Globe University. Welcome on in.
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
I'm great, thank you.
Excellent, yeah. And you look all smiley, and you're probably all smiles because the medical assistant field seems to be growing. It's one of those areas, I think, in the economy that you could say, you know, what's getting better? The medical field and jobs that are related to the medical field. Tell us a little bit first, before we get into all that good news, your background and what you do at Globe University.
Sure. Actually, I'm a Globe University alumni. I graduated from their medical assistant program. I'm a certified medical assistant. I worked in the field in the Madison area, and I had the opportunity to actually mentor Globe students when they were doing their externship for the program. And then I went back to Globe, became an instructor. I was their full-time instructor. And then this past fall, I took on the program chair position.
Wow, okay, so a lot of background there
circle.
with Globe. Excellent, okay. Tell us exactly, what is a medical assistant?
Well, the best way to picture what a medical assistant is I want you to think back the last time you were at the clinic. And the person who came out to the waiting room and said your name, took you back to the exam room. They went through all of the information on the computer. They got you ready for your exam. They collected everything. They may have given you your flu shot. They may have assisted the physician with the actual exam or a minor procedure. That's a medical assistant. They work in a clinic, medical office, or an outpatient facility.
Okay, and I talked a little bit about, early on about the high demand that there is for medical assistants. Why is there such a high demand right now?
The demand is huge, not only in the Madison area and Wisconsin, but throughout the nation. And the increased demand is due to a couple of things. First of all, there's more physicians all the time in order to meet the demand of technology and also the aging population, the baby boomers.
Absolutely, yeah. And as of course, people get older, they have more medical issues, and so they got to see the doctors more often, and all kind of works together. So what is the job outlook, if you will, years out for someone who wants to be a medical assistant?
The job demand continues to increase. We're looking at about a 30% increase by the year 2020.
Wow.
As according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. So a huge demand is going to continue. We are not graduating a lot of students as medical assistants, so we're not even coming close to meeting that demand. The nice thing in the Madison area and surrounding areas, Dane County, is we have so many clinics. Just think about when you drove to work today, you probably passed how many clinics. So you can work in any size clinic. Some people choose a particular specialty that they would enjoy working in. Maybe they prefer working with a particular age group as far as the patient goes.
Okay, and what kind of training then do you need to become a medical assistant?
Well, Globe University offers a 2-year associate degree program. We are on a quarter system, so every quarter you are taking new classes. Part of that program is a 240-hour externship prior to graduation, which is really great. As the program chair, I place you in a clinic in the area, and you basically work for them for free for 240 hours. And the nice thing is all the skills you've developed at Globe, you're practicing those skills, you're perfecting those skills, and then you're really in a great position to land that job. And if you think about it, if you're working for free for 240 hours, and if you're rocking that externship, they more than likely want to hire you.
I know about working for free. I work in broadcasting, so it's basically for free. So it's nice to actually hear, though, about an industry that you could work for free for a little while and then start getting paid.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that would be nice. If someone wants to go to Globe University, they're saying, hey, I want to get involved in this, become a medical assistant, where do they find more information?
What you can do is you can go to our website at globeuniversity.edu and do a little searching, learn a little bit more about the field if you prefer, what programs we have to offer, and then there's actually some information you can fill out, and an admissions rep would contact you.
Tiana, great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, we made it on through talking about Globe University and, of course, a lot that's going on as far as being a medical assistant. Check them on out, and it's nice to also hear good news that a field is actually growing and growing by that much. So very good indeed. We're going to be back. Talk of the Town. We got more. Stick around. And we are back on Talk of the Town, and I'm very happy to be joined by this lady right here, who I used to get to see almost every day. Full disclosure now, on my FedEx round in a different uniform and coming in through the back of the store, and there you were smiling all the time. We got Shalon Holbeck, who was with us. Of course, you were the smiley one. Tim's the one that was always kind of grouchy.
Exactly.
Yeah. But Tim, you always made me laugh. I love Tim. So, let's hear from Moving Shoes over on Park Street, 528 South Park. I know the address very well, and absolutely love that store. I think, of that store, it's very unique. It's unique to Madison. Talk about some of the things that makes Moving Shoes unique.
Yeah. So Moving Shoes is one of the oldest running specialty stores in all of, actually, the whole country. It's been in business for over 40 years, and we're just really deeply involved with the community. We have a lot of events that go on. We put on races. We have weekly running groups. And we still kind of, even though it's been in business so long, we think of everyone as a friend. You're our friend. Right. The next customer is a friend. And we just want to make sure that you have a great experience. So that's...
It seems like everyone on the staff is geared towards that way, and everyone seems very involved with fitness and running, too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've got everything from your casual runner to college athletes that work for us, and everything in between.
Yeah, and so I also see you there. I've seen you out running when I've been on my route as well. Talk about women's athletics, especially because it seems like there's been a big rise in women's athletics.
That's absolutely true. Moving Shoes was interesting with its long history. We saw, before I was there, like long ago, there was just men's running shoes, and women had to wear a men's running shoe. Mm-hmm. And as soon as women's shoes came out, Moving Shoes jumped on that. And I feel like that's kind of what they've done throughout the business, like helped women get into running, continue to offer products that are special to women. In addition to that, we've got groups that are specific to running, to women.
Yeah, and talk about that a little bit, because I think that's kind of neat. I mean, a woman could decide, okay, I'm going to get involved in running, I'm going to go to Moving Shoes, I get myself a pair of shoes, but how do you encourage them to stay involved, stay engaged with running?
And I think that's one of the hardest things. So we've got running groups, well, specifically our Thursday group, that is running a running group just for women, and I'm part of that group. I love it. Hello to my women running friends. And it's what I found is that it's really scary to start something new, and by having a group that's just women, it's kind of a safe place. It's taken down barriers for a lot of women, and we welcome everyone.
Yeah, you talk about starting something new. I think in running too, sometimes it's kind of hard because you get started and maybe you go too fast, you hurt yourself, or you realize this is a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be. Do you have to be experienced to get started, or do you help the newbies too?
Such a good question. You absolutely do not have to be an experienced runner. In fact, another one of our groups, Monday, is geared toward kind of new runners or those who've taken a long break and are returning to it. We even get walkers that come. We get people who like to alternate jogging and running. All of those are good ideas if you're starting out, rather than jump right in and get injured.
Okay, and I think for women too, their fitness gear needs are different than male gear needs. Do you have all that at Moving Shoes too?
Yeah, absolutely. We carry lots of women-specific accessories. Believe it or not, women's shoes are they're made differently than men's shoes. It's not just about sizing down. So we try to carry a huge array of women's specialty shoes, and another big item, sports bras. Mm-hmm. I tell people it's like fitting jeans. They're all different, and it's frustrating to shop for them. So we're there to help you out.
Okay, I think one of the cool things too is being able to track your progress and watch your fitness, even on your phone, on your iPad, through watches and stuff I've seen as well. Yeah, yep. I've seen those there at the store too, right?
Yeah, and that's such a huge thing right now. People are obsessed with all of the details, and it helps you track how you're improving, and if you do the same route every Monday, all these new gadgets can tell you, oh, look how much you've improved over the last couple of months. And we offer anything from GPS watches to heart rate monitors to just regular watches.
Wow, and it's really a neat store. Check them out, Moving Shoes over on South Park Street. Shalon Holbeck is my guest. You can say hi to her when you're there. Say hi to Tim Gold as well when you're there. He will love it as well. Hi, Tim. And I want to thank everyone for joining us on Talk of the Town. This has been my first show of doing it, so thank you so much for bearing with me as well. And thanks again, Shalon. We hope to see you again soon. Yeah, so thanks for watching Talk of the Town here on CW57.